Good day, my dear students. You're welcome to another section of Economy 001. And today we'll be looking at the various types of demand. Having learned about the meaning of demand, demand curve, the law of demand, and the factors affecting demand, it is important that today we consider the various types of demand. The various types of demand include: one, we have composite demand, we have complementary, also known as joint demand. We also have competitive demand, and lastly we have derived demand. I will take time to explain these various types of demand. Just be attentive. Demand is said to be composite when a commodity can serve two or more purposes. When a commodity is demanded to serve two or more purposes, such commodity is said to be in composite demand. Example is petroleum. Petroleum can be used to produce diesel, fuel, and kerosene as and other byproducts. For instance, crude oil. Crude oil is a good example of a commodity that is in composite demand because crude oil can be used to produce petroleum, diesel, kerosene, and lot more. Another good example of a commodity that is in composite demand is timber. Timber can be used to produce pulp. It is used in building. It is used in generating energy and making of papers. Moving forward, we also have another type of demand, and that is complementary demand. Complementary or joint demand. Complementary is also known as a joint demand. What is complementary demand? Complementary demand occurs when two commodities are demanded to serve one purpose. I repeat, complementary or joint demand occurs when two commodities are demanded to serve one purpose. For example, the demand for petroleum and motor car, the two must be present to function effectively. One cannot function without the other. Therefore, we say that the demand for the two products are complementary or in joint demand. Another good example of two commodities that are in joint demand are, take for instance, the battery of a handset and the handset itself. Or you can talk of toothpaste and toothbrush. The two commodities are in joint demand because you can't use one in isolation. Such are said to be. The third one is competitive demand. This occurs when there is a close substitute. When two commodities are competing to serve a particular need. The two commodities are said to be in competitive demand. For instance, butter and margarine. Butter are same purpose, so they are said to be in competitive demand. Are we together? And lastly, we have derived demand. Derived demand occurs when a commodity is not demanded for its own sake, but for what it can be used to produce. That is to say, the demand for commodity A will necessitate the demand for commodity B. For instance, the demand for labor is a derived demand because labor is not demanded for its own sake, but for what it can produce. Another example of commodity that is regarded as derived in demand is the demand for money. The demand for money is also a derived demand. Money cannot be consumed, but we look for money because of what it can be used to purchase. Another good example of commodity that is in dry demand is timber. Timber can be used to produce other goods like furniture making, building, energy generation, and so on. I think we'll draw the curtain for today. That's the much we can go. Do well to ponder upon these various types. Remember, there are composite demand, complementary demand, competitive demand, and derived demand. Do well to attempt the following questions below and ask questions when necessary. Thank you.
Quiz.